The Southwest chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Engineer Adedeji Doherty, has commended President Bola Tinubu and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) for the ensuring of a free and fair election in Osun State, in which Governor Ademola Adeleke was re-elected. Speaking in an interview on Monday in Lagos, Doherty noted that the election was successfully conducted by INEC and produced the wishes of the people. The Lagos State PDP governorship candidate also spoke on the support given by PDP in Osun State to our court party, and Governor Adeleke urged him to focus on infrastructure development, youth empowerment, making education more accessible, healthcare programs, agriculture to ensure Osun people feel the dividends of democratic government.
The procedure of INEC has made me happy. The action taken by the police force pre-election has also made me happy. However, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate His Excellency Governor Ademola Jackson Adeleke for the resilience and audacity that he had during that period. Because where you have close to about 18 governors coming to create a stir in your state against you not coming in, is something that is of very, very touchy. It was a touchy sight to see. However, he went through. I would like to thank most especially Mr. President, you understand, for making sure that the tensions that had built up towards that election was doused down. That is leadership, and that is a true Democrat. At the end of the day, you had the EFCC come up with all kinds of things. He does that. He said it wasn't done at the right time, which is correct. Secondly, the rhetoric from Senator Fadamsi, that was even what crashed the APC in Osun State. I don't think they will be able to recover from that. The youths in Osun were resilient. I congratulate the youths in Osun for standing tall, for being very adamant, for being nationalistic, and for taking the bull by the horn. The youth showed solidarity. The people of Osun, I would like to congratulate also that they showed the Nigerian public what they are made of. And they stood by their own. We would like to call on Mr. President, thank him for being a statesman and a father to all. And I would like to sound a very serious note of warning to the APC, governors and members alike, that Mr. President is a father of all parties. He's a father of all parties. And that's one of the reasons why he has a very good chance of winning his own election. As far as I'm concerned, I know that he's going to win in Lagos. The PDP had no choice, really, because at the end of the day, Governor Adeleke was in our party. Unfortunately, we had quite a lot of crisis going on. He met with both groups. However, he saw that, his election was coming, and the tension within the PDP was getting much higher. You understand? The tension was it was quite high, and it was quite dangerous for him to pick up a ticket in PDP, not knowing what the court decisions were going to um, um, make. You understand? He couldn't pick up a ticket from the Wike faction, and he couldn't pick up a ticket from the Turaki faction. So at the end of the day, he just had to excuse himself for a little bit out of the party into the Accord party, and we expect that he will be back into the PDP. Osun State needs quite a lot of infrastructure. Osun State needs, it's a farm gate, So agriculture, the planting of cocoa, the planting of banana, the planting of a lot of crops that can be consumed here in the Southwest and also be exported. You understand? Yam, tubers, cassava, all these things are things that we eat here, but are also exportable items. I think Osun State and the governor should hype up their agricultural budgets. You understand? Secondly, is the issue of education. I had a few elderly people talk. They're not too old, they're not too young. But I had them talk, and I see that they were a bit backwards in terms of their good command of English and expressing themselves and things like that. So definitely, I would advise that he focuses a lot on education in Osun, especially when it comes to the primary, secondary, and the tertiary institution. Especially also the vocational institutions. Osun State needs to revamp their health sector, you understand, and make it more viable, make it more affordable to the